Here we have the Residential Real Property Disclosure Report for Illinois. We're just going to read the first couple sentences to see the purpose of this report because I think they do a really good job of explaining it. So here we have the purpose of this report is to provide prospective buyers with information about material defects in the residential real property before the signing of a contract. So there is a list here of 24 items that you as the seller will have to go through and mark to the best of your knowledge from owning the property, from living in the property, yes, no, or not any. So if it does not apply. So I, as your real estate agent, cannot help you in any way on this. You have to go through and mark all of these little lined boxes here. And so each line should be filled out. This disclosure is extremely important because if something is not true on here, is lied about, there is the potential for false or misleading statements, and we can have huge legal repercussions on here. So just make sure that you do fill this out to the best of your ability. If you do have any sort of questions, I can try my best to help you, but truthfully, I cannot really give you any sort of say on this document. Let's move down the page here a little bit. If there were some areas where you did have to write not applicable, not any, there is a little information down here if you mark non applicable or yes, where you can explain why you had to do so. If it is a much longer explanation, you can include other pages here as well. As you can see here, I love this little area right here. The fact that the seller is not aware of a particular condition or problem is no guarantee that it does not exist. So just know that yes, this form is for if you are aware of these conditions. I have some people that go through and they're like, well, I'm really not sure. You know, we had this sort of flooding that happened 5 years ago, but then we got it fixed. If you do have questions that you really just don't feel comfortable asking on here, it is best to contact your attorney. The next two pages right here are Article 2 and the disclosures. I would suggest that you read through this section. It's pretty easy to understand. If you do have any questions, of course, I am available for that. But down here at the end, we do have this area that says date provided to buyer and then the seller's initials. This will be filled out by the buyer as part of the contract.